We'll
Yeah.
walk you through the case study, walk you through the numbers where you can see this. Yeah, so we have John as a California resident, merit filing jointly, makes about 500K in earned income, W-2. And if it doesn't do anything, combined federal and state level, he owes about $158,000 in taxes. Now,
And just
one thing to
so
call out.
just to show folks, you can see now. This is our solar calculator, by the way. We'll share the link. This is free to access. There's no, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to sign up to use this. But just to go through John's scenario, again, he's got earned income,
Of 500K.
500,000, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Based in California.
Yeah.
Married filing jointly, and we'll start with we can start with this number here. But do you want to walk through it, Farhan?
Yeah, so someone asked Manny if you could change the slider to 100K. They specifically want to see the ROI with 100K. So
there we go.
All right. So, 500K in W-2, merit filing jointly, living in California. They owe about $158,000 in taxes on federal and state level combined if they don't do anything. This is the money that they're going to owe to IRS, and they have a clock on it till December 31st. Within that calendar year, they have to do something about it, or they're going to write a check. Now, if they take out of that money 100K and they put that money in a flip partnership, they go and buy a project in which solar developer and the tax equity purchaser has a partnership. In year one, they can potentially write off $126,000 worth of taxes. So out of 158, they can essentially write off $126,000 worth of taxes in year one on a purchase amount of 100K. Now, what that means that they are $27,000 positive in year one. And this is not a deduction. It's a combination of credits and depreciation, but that $126,000 that you're looking at your screen is an actual write-off against their taxes. This is not a deduction. This is not a deduction against they're not reducing their AGI. So this $126,000 worth of write-off in year one, an additional $46,000 worth of credits and depreciation that's going to be spread out between year 2 through 6 with the depreciation schedule. So what we have covered so far, if you're putting 100K, you can get essentially 126 in year one, but over the course of 5-6 years, you're claiming $167,000 worth of credits and depreciation, and essentially a write-off against your taxes, and about $5,000 in revenue. Money, if you want to go to the detailed model so we can walk them through.
Yeah. Actually, I'll go to we have all these things where you can get an explanation to understand this, assumptions, but I'll actually just go to annual returns. Is this helpful or do you prefer?
Yeah, that's good. So if you're putting in 100K, and this is a flip partnership structure for context, again, if you can look at it, in a flip partnership structure, just to revise it again, there is a debt on the project that gives you a step up in basis. If you're putting in 100K, there's essentially the value of the project is 200K because of 100K debt. So you claim the credits and the depreciation on a higher amount. So you're looking at $83,000 in just tax credits, which means you're claiming the credits on a higher amount. So you're claiming $83,000 worth of just tax credits on 100K worth of purchase amount, essentially around $37,000 worth of federal tax depreciation savings. And one thing important here is this is saving. This is not a deduction. So, we applied a 35% marginal tax rate on federal level. And this is not a deduction. This is savings. And around $5,000 worth of tax savings on California level, and about $1,000 worth of cash flow. Now, if you
I just want to call out one piece is, by the way, this is just kind of sample numbers that are somewhat generic, and we'll dive into this. We have available kind of projects that you can purchase, and all of those have different numbers there. They may have different IT tax credit rates, very different income amounts. One of the things you'll notice is, this is probably obvious. I know we have some folks from California. Californians pay a lot more in electricity than most of the rest of the country. And so as a result, there's probably more income in solar projects in California because the buyers on the other side of the electricity are paying more for it. So there are nuances to all these projects, but sorry, Farhan, I'll let you keep going.
No, I was just gonna say that over the course of 6 years, you're claiming at about $167,000 worth of credits and depreciation. So the tax savings, cash value, and then you're claiming cash flow. Now the if you recall, the length you get cash flow for the length of the project. We haven't added this cash flow because the cash flow varies based on the structure, project, developer, and a lot of variables there. But if we just talk about your ROI over the course of 6 years, about you're making, and one important piece to call out here is the 100K that you're putting into this, you owe that money to IRS. You have a clock on it, and it's December 31st. So you do something with it within a calendar year, or you write them a check. Now, you're gonna owe that money anyway. So if you put that 100K in a structure like a flip partnership, you're making 70,000 on a lost money. Now, requirements are you got to be active in solar and other things, but eventually you're making money on a house money. You're going to pay that anyway, but you have about $70,000 worth of cash value of credits, depreciation, and a cash flow that's coming over the course of 6 years that you are taking advantage of, which, can be put in an S&P 500 and can be reinvested and you can make more money on it. But that's the overall gist of it.
Yeah. So again, you can use these calculators to kind of estimate what the numbers look like for you. If you want to look at projects and see specific numbers, you can actually, this is all again kind of available, and you can see what's available, reserved, whether it's a flip partnership, sale leaseback, based on different amounts, see what's available. So this is all kind of available on our site.